Hello, Randall Monk and Rana Zane here, continuing with our last video where we talked about the higher self wanting to communicate with us. So I'm going to continue with that now with that quote from the December 2018 message. We sense the yearnings of so many millions of dear souls who wish to communicate with their higher self and with us. Of course, that would be the beings of light like Archangel Michael. It is so simple, dear hearts. All you have to do is state your intention and then practice going into the silence and stillness within so that we may clear the pathways and strengthen the connection that is already there. A connection which has atrophied from misuse or non-use.
Most of us that have stepped onto the path are later, which you might say, mature souls, and an awful lot of us are old souls, which means we've had many lifetime experiences on this earth and in other realities. And Michael says some of us are not even from this particular universe. We came into our individualized consciousness a very, very long time ago. And since this is a special era, the end of an age and the beginning of an age, the ending of the age of Pisces, the beginning of the age of Aquarius. And so many of us, it is our soul self is more present because we've allowed it to be so in past lives, and we have been attuned in prayer or however we learn to commune with nature and with the vaster parts of ourselves. So most of us have experienced a divine discontent where the earthly things are beginning to pale and they do not bring us as much pleasure as they did in the past. And so the greatest opportunity is that a greater part of our soul self is beginning to download, and that is the opportunity now. That we came in with so much of our soul spark, so many, let's say wattage, so much wattage. But the golden promise is in this lifetime that we can bring in as much as we can integrate and radiate forth. Integrate, make ours, use, and share. And so that divine discontent is happening more and more and more. And what that is asking to you is be still and listen. Begin to listen to the inner whisperings of your heart. When I felt that divine discontent after a wonderful lifetime with being able to do so many wonderful things, everything was still good, but something was missing. I began to meditate every morning, and I meditated every morning faithfully for 2 years. And that's when everything began to change. I began to see things differently. The magic of our inner being begins to blossom. And our life does change. I often tell my story because it's been spectacular, because I guess it had to be so that people would believe that it can happen. It can happen to you too. All of us have treasures within just waiting to be opened, to be acknowledged, to be used, to be brought forth, and to share. And so please, even in your busy life, find a few minutes to spend in the silence. Find a few minutes to be with yourself. In the quiet, solitude is such a magical place. Once you begin to turn inward, still enjoy your life and your family, you will have more time, you will feel able to do more because you're taking your power and you're making better use of your time and who you are. And so the magic is waiting within. It's up to us to tap into it. That is why we share these things with you. That is why we give you the examples. That is why we bring you the lessons. It is the greatest gift that we have ever had. It is the greatest opportunity that you will ever have on earth. For this is a magical time of transition. And these times that we're living are going to be far in the past. They're all going to be balanced and harmonized. So bring out the best of who you are and the best of who you can be. And you will see the magic transformation all around you, we promise.
So thank you, Rana. Michael tells us to state our intention and go into that stillness within. So how do we do that? Well, first of all, we get into a meditative state, an altered state. And you can do that simply by just spending some time breathing, watching your breathing, monitoring your thoughts, not getting tied into any particular thought, or just going down your body and relaxing all the muscles in your body until you become very, very relaxed. So you've stated your intention and now you're relaxed, and then you pay attention to the silence and maybe ask a particular question at first, especially. Ask a question and see what may come through communicating with your higher self. And your intention, of course, if you want to communicate with your higher self, would be to communicate with your higher self and receive guidance from your higher self. And it could be another being of some being of light as well. But initially, I would recommend your higher self, and then pay attention to what thoughts come into your mind, because it may more likely be a telepathic thing where you just receive these thoughts and you'll think it's just you thinking those thoughts. But pay attention to them and write them down and take notes. I would say to take that as your first step. So that's all for now. Much love and many blessings.
Happy creating, and enjoy the silence and enjoy your own company. It's really special.
Bye.
Bye.